and I'm gonna talk a bit about the album. And yeah, because it's such a cool design, and I never really presented it. So let me see. So here, my guys and girls, is the album, and it's 3 years anniversary today. And I'm gonna unpack it for you so you can actually see this amazing design. And I'm also super proud. Oops. Artist place. That's where I sit and have my tea. And because I have my first merch t-shirt. So here we go. La 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 la. It's a bit big, but I love it. So it's my first merch t-shirt, which hopefully I'm going to sell when I'm back on tour, but I also sell it online. So let me show you this beautiful artwork, which Arnaldo Gonzalez, my visual spirit soul, is producing. And I called it Pont Neuf because Pont Neuf is for me the love bridge. And so you bridge between countries, between diversity, between... There's so many things in life that is needed to be bridged. And Pont Neuf is the love bridge in Paris, where all the couples go and they put the little lockers. If you don't know it, you should Google it. It's a very cool bridge. And my big song is Pont Neuf. And it's because I met a boy, he was 17 years old, on the Pont Neuf here in Toulouse. And actually that little boy was trying to jump off the bridge and trying to kill himself. And I was there and I didn't know what to do, how to get him off the bridge. So I tried to talk to him, and luckily I had cigarettes, which I normally never have because I don't smoke. And he was smoking, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I can get closer to him by offering a cigarette. And then the sweetheart told me that he wanted to die because he fell in love with his teacher, which was 42 years old, and there was no future for them, and so he didn't want to live anymore. And so I thought, like, okay, cool. I was about that same age at that time when this story happened. So I thought, like, okay, cool. I'm going to try to just flirt a bit with him, and maybe I can manage by flirting to get him off this idea to jump off the bridge and kill himself. So I talked to him, gave him a cigarette, pretended that I smoke, and got a little bit into talking. But I was always scared to go too close because he was already so close to the edge of jumping that for any moment of shock he would just maybe even slip and die. So the song Pont Neuf is actually about this moment where I'm really scared and I don't know if I can manage to save him or he's gonna jump, right? So yeah, so here we go. I'm going to show you that song in a second, but before I want to show you this beautiful artwork that Arnaldo did. So here you see, that's me. Arnaldo took this picture, and this obviously is our Pont Neuf. And then we also have this more like a fence of a border of countries, because like I said, this LP is also symbolizing a big story of my past, which is being an inherited of the Second World War. And I grew up with a big wall between East and West Germany. And I never understood how we as humans can build walls. And anyway, how can we possess countries? I mean, like the earth is nature, it's the earth. And how dare we say it's ours, you know? So I never understood all these principles. So for me, the symbol of bridges and walls are a big thing. And so for me, this is also a little bit looking like, you know, like a border, a wall, but also a bridge, right? And then, so the back would be the other side of my body, as you see. And then we had all the songs, which is in total 12, which 11 I wrote myself. And the 12, the last one, I honored Dutron, one of my favorite French singers. He has an amazing song, very simple written. It's called Et moi, et moi, et moi. Super simple song. You should listen to it. He actually wrote it 66 when I was born, which was a coincidence because when I wrote this record, I was just turning 50. And so when I said, okay, I want to put one reprise, one cover song on it, I really wanted to do this song, and I didn't know he wrote it 66. So I'm really, really wish he would listen to it. It's just him, the guitar, and he repeats a simple melody, and it sounds like a very banal song, like really simple, but when you listen to each verse, it's actually a deep, deep song about, you know, how we live in this world of having everything like food and houses or not houses, but we are quite rich in the West. And then there is all these, you know, this banality where we complain and we make diets, and then he kind of puts it next to the absurdity that there is all this other heavy things going on. And we know it, and we talk about it a lot, and we try to do it better, but then we slip back into our normal day and we just do these weird things like being on a diet and just complaining a lot. So, Et moi, the last song. All the other songs, 11 songs, I wrote, and they are kind of all related to, like I said, being a grandchild of the Second World War in Germany. So when I grew up, I really didn't like Germany because I was ashamed to be German for what we did, and I always wanted to leave Germany. And I also didn't like the very kind of stubborn, pragmatic mindset that I found a lot in Germany. I mean, it's also great that we have it, but it's also like, you know, sometimes a little bit like we wait at the red light even if there's no car anywhere, and then if you cross the road because it's red and there's no car, you get yelled at because you're doing that thing, right? So this kind of German mindset I didn't like when I was young, and so I really went away a lot. I traveled a lot, and I also lived in different countries, so I often was a kind of immigrant or stranger by my own choice, which is of course much easier than when you're forced to go somewhere. But nevertheless, it was very hard often to be in other countries, not knowing the streets, not knowing the languages. And so I felt often like a stranger. And then, of course, I felt like I didn't have a good identity because I hated Germany. I hated my identity. And so a lot of songs on this album are about finding my own identity, finding an identity that is maybe a bit more healthy and supportive than the one that I had when I was younger. So anyway, I'm going to show you the amazing design. Da-da-da-da! So here you see the moon, and I'm a big fan of the moon, as you can guess, because my name is Lunattack. So Luna, of course, the moon, and Attack is a bit inspired by Massive Attack, because I'm a huge fan of Massive Attack. And so, as you can guess, I'm also into electro and electro rock. So Lunattack is, as I said, a mix of the moon and Massive Attack. And so the symbol of the moon is my favorite. And one day I'm gonna make a concert on the moon. I've already arranged that with my new band, the Elephant Memories, that we're gonna go to the moon and have a concert there. And so, actually it's a weird story why I'm so into the moon. I once traveled to Arizona in the US and to Phoenix, Arizona. And it's a long, weird story. And for some weird reason, I ended up with a shaman who told me I just came here because I used to be a medicine woman of the Apaches. And my name was Daughter of the Moon at that time. And so, and he said to me, if you would work with the medicine cards of the Indians, the tarot cards, you would get your old knowledge back that you had as a medicine woman when you were daughter of the moon. And I actually do that still. I work a lot with those cards. And yeah, this is the short version. It was much more intense how I got there, why I got there. Maybe one day I talk about it longer. But anyway, so this is why, because this shaman said I used to be daughter of the moon, I have my artist name as Lunattack. And now we go to the next big, beautiful thing. Da-da-da-da. Isn't that beautiful? So I have this transparent record. And again, another beautiful artwork of Arnaldo in the center. Yep. And yeah, I'm so proud of this. And then I also have a booklet because, as I told you, I took a lot of time writing those songs. They're very much considered, deeply considered about, like as I said, being a grandchild of the Second World War. And so here is the beautiful booklet that Arnaldo did. And I'm so, so proud of it. And then for each song, you find these beautiful animations. And actually, I'm gonna play you in a second one of my favorite songs, also the one that is the most recognized at the moment. And here is another beautiful side. So I'm a bit crumped up there. And then another beautiful side is this one, which is a bit more colorful. And those songs are also a bit more about creativity, playfulness, childish kind of direction. And yeah, so this is the 3 beautiful things. And now I'm going to show you proudly with this really little, bizarre, cute, just a second. So here we go. I'm gonna play you Pont Neuf. And Pont Neuf has already been covered by, I think, 4 different artists. So I'm very proud that this song went out in the world and people play it actually in different versions and live. And so one version you find, by the way, with on my site as a remix from a Berlin DJ, which is Julian Lappa. And here we go. I'm gonna make you. And you hear the sound is a bit interesting because it's this little machine, but I love it. And I think it's also always a good test if your record plays on the more simple record players, isn't it? And again, for the ones that just joined us, I have my 3 years anniversary, and in 2 hours, at 6, we have a premiere video on YouTube, so check it out. And I just wanted to show you my record because I don't have so many anymore because they are 3 years old now, and I've had a lot of concert. I'm super proud also that we played for the Doctors Without Borders, and we made money for Doctors Without Borders. So yeah, there's only a few left, so check it out. And again, if you haven't seen, my latest proud thing is that I have my first merch t-shirt with a beautiful thing of my record on it. It's a bit big for me, but I still like it. Okay. I'm gonna play you one more song. Let's see. So that was Pont Neuf. Oh, still Pont Neuf. Wait a second. Oh, Jamie's Lullaby. This is a beautiful song. I wrote it together with my partner, my boyfriend, when he went through a rough time because he was fighting to keep his kids. And so I wrote this song together with him. And there's also a remix about this song from the Berlin DJ, Julian Lapin. And then I have and then I have this song that I wrote when we didn't believe that Trump would win. So there's a song which is called Killer Instinct. And yeah, as I said, it was kind of against Trump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if it's this one. Let's see. It's Voodoo Buffalo. There we go. So this song was when we didn't think that Trump would be voted for. So there's soon elections again, so let's hope that this time it turns out in a better way. All right, let me show you the song about the Jacques Dutronc, the French writer, the only cover song that I have. Let me show you. Oh, and there's another one that I wrote for Einstein. Let me quickly check. 11, going backwards. There we go. So this song is called Phoenix Physics. I have to do this line again. Okay, so this is Phoenix Physics for Einstein. There's actually a new guy I can highly recommend. They call him the new Einstein, Ben Wilder. Really cool. You have to go YouTube and see what he talks about. Like, he has studied all kinds of religions and psychological approaches, and kind of found out the common essence thing. And yeah, I highly recommend. So now, finally, I show you the French song, which is actually the cover song, one and the only cover song on my record from Jacques Dutronc. Here we go. Et moi, et moi, et moi. Oh, this is not it. No. so nice to sing in French. I mean, I'm from Hamburg, but I'm a lot in Toulouse at the moment, especially with the lockdown. I'm kind of caught here. And I have a few more and more songs in French, and I really love kind of the syllables and the consonants and vowels are very cool to sing with. And so with my new album, with the Elephant Memories, there will be quite a few French songs. All right, sweethearts. So again, in 2 hours, there's the premiere of our birthday video. Don't miss it. And I wish you all a beautiful weekend. And I'm gonna sing with my cover band, the Helden, next Thursday, if we finally manage with all the lockdowns here and COVID. So and I hopefully come to Berlin and Hamburg with my band in the spring. And till then, I will see you online, I guess. As I said, check out my new merch stuff because I'm super proud of it. And it's 100% cotton because I'm really into good materials. And you can even, by the way, send this to loved ones, and they put it into a beautiful package. And you can they write a letter for you, and then you just send it to someone and surprise them. And it's really, really great material, beautiful packaging, lots of love in the design, and then also love behind it because it comes from me and Arnaldo, the founders of Lunattack. All right, I give you a big, big kiss and hug, and hope to see you next week. Bye.